Hello everyone, and today in this video I'm gonna introduce you to my favorite website for reading magazines of all time. And this has recently been a hit and really famous around the world. Anyway, so this website is National Geographic, and you can discover tons and tons and a wide range of different topics from different areas in this website. Some magazines may depict information and improve your knowledge about history and culture, about science, about environment, and so much more. But for today's video, I would read an article about environment because that's a topic I am desperately in need to improve my knowledge because as you might or you know that I am currently taking part in a competition regarding climate change. So it would be really great that it actually improve my climate change knowledge through activities like searching magazines in English like this. Anyway, so we have a whole bunch of different magazines here on this homepage, but let's just read this even though it doesn't really relating to climate change, but it's fine overall. Alright, it's just 4 minutes read, so it will be really quick. What the air quality index measures and what to do when it's code red. As wildfire smoke from Canada descends on the northeastern US, many Americans are getting local alerts from the Environmental Protection Agency's AQI. Here's what all those colors mean. If you live on the US East Coast, your phone might have been lining up all day with alerts about your local air quality. Much of the region is under code red alert as a thick blanket of smoke continues its breath south from wildfires in Canada. New York City had some of the worst air quality in the world on Tuesday, with levels approaching not just unhealthy but very unhealthy. But what exactly is a code red alert, and what risk does all that air pollution pose to your health? Here's how to decode the air quality index. What exactly is the air quality index? The term code red comes from the US Environmental Protection Agency's color-coded air quality index, or AQI, which tracks 5 major air pollutants: ground level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and particle pollution. The last category, also known as PM2.5 and PM10, is what typically found in wildfire smoke. The AQI converts concentration measurements for each of these pollutants onto a common scale that communicates the level of hazard on any given day. The color-coded scale stretches from 0 to 500 and is split across 6 categories, from good to hazardous. If your local air quality is green or yellow, kind of like 100 or below, it means there's little reason to fear air pollution. Air officially becomes unhealthy for at-risk groups such as the elderly or people with asthma when AQI is orange or above 101, and it becomes unhealthy for all populations at 151, or code red. Purple and maroon indicate even higher levels of risk. According to EPA, metro areas with a population of more than 350,000 people are required to report the AQI every day, and many other areas do so voluntarily. So what should you do when the air is polluted? This color-coded scale is designed to help you keep yourself safe from air pollution, but the EPA's guidance for how to do that depends in part on what kind of pollutant is in the air. Wildfire smoke is particularly dangerous because it's filled with noxious gases and tiny particles that comes from construction materials in burned buildings, as well as from trees and plants. According to a study in the Journal of the American Heart Association, wildfire smoke is linked to respiratory and cardiovascular illnesses, and those tiny particles present the biggest problem. Known as PM2.5 because they are smaller than 2.5 micrometers in diameter, the particles can penetrate deep into the lungs and can be broken down by the body's immune system. There's also some evidence that they can enter the bloodstream and cause widespread inflammation. Oh, here we have a new word actually. It is penetrate. It means succeed in forcing a way into or through something. In this case, it means kind of like making it through the lungs. Here's the picture of a man reads in Liberty State Park in New Jersey, overlooking the smoke-filled Manhattan skyline on June 7, 2023, when the air quality index indicates high levels of particle pollution. The EPA advises people to avoid spending time outside. If the AQI for particle pollution is red, the EPA recommends that sensitive groups avoid long or intense outdoor activities, while everyone else should take breaks and otherwise avoid too much strain outdoors. In a purple range from 201 to 300, sensitive groups should avoid all physical activity outdoors, while others should avoid long or intense activities. Finally, if the AQI hits 301 or maroon, it signals emergency conditions. Even healthy people are warned to avoid all physical activity outside. Sensitive groups are instructed to remain indoors and limit activity even there. It's unclear that air quality levels at the East Coast will enter in the days ahead as wildfires continue to rage in Quebec, but one thing is for sure, don't ignore those alerts on your phone. So I'm living in Vietnam, which is a tropical country, so we don't really often experience the hotness or something like that, but we should be focused and pay attention to the alerts from the government, because climate change is on its pace right now. It is happening much faster than the past. Of course, in the ice age, the weather is getting hotter and hotter, but it's never been that fast before. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!